Oh, 2021, off to a start. So, this is the first Akashic Sunday session of 2021 for the week of January 11th. And, well, I honestly didn't think that 2021 would be different than 2020. It's a continuation of the same energy of change and evolution. We're continuing that, and I personally think that that's going to continue throughout 2021, and that we are in it as a global collective consciousness. And with that, with that change and with that evolution, there comes a lot of falling down, falling apart, tearing apart, ripping apart, burning up, hard things that start showing up personally, globally. Yeah, so my personal thought before we get into the message for this week. And the message for this week ties in with these waves of energy. In the message earlier, or in the Akashic Records earlier, was speaking to that these waves of change are still coming, that it will continue to come, and that we will have to learn how to stay anchored and grounded within ourself in order to navigate this well. No one is going to do that for us. We have to choose it. We have to decide and choose it. The biggest message that came through was an image of waves, and the message that if you feel that you're getting pummeled wave after wave after wave, and that every wave carries you off and pummels you mentally and emotionally, and then physically and perhaps spiritually, and then you finally get up, and then another one, and then another one, and you feel that you just keep getting pummeled deeper and deeper underwater, wave after wave, so that you feel that you can't even swim up to get a breath. Know that you have a choice. If these waves are from the external, you have a choice. You don't have to let them pummel you in order to matter. You don't have to hurt yourself. You don't have to fall apart just to show and demonstrate that this matters to you, or that this is hard for the collective, because it's hurting you. And when you're hurting and struggling and suffering, it ripples out. You matter in ways that you cannot even fathom. It ripples out. It matters. And so the message was, choose to swim, dive underneath those waves and come out into calmer seas beyond the waves, or start swimming your way into shore, where you can stand and place both feet firmly in the sand and observe what is happening. So it's not that you're evading or denying or bypassing things. It's that you are choosing to get yourself to a place where you can anchor yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and then respond from there. Getting pummeled underneath the waves and feeling as if you were drowning, or getting carried out to sea, like, I didn't want this, and I'm getting carried out, and just, that's not helpful. And you cannot respond in truly effective ways from this place. And so the message was, you must choose. You don't have to allow yourself to get pummeled or drown or fall apart. And the message also was that it might feel hard to get yourself to those places of being truly anchored and grounded and centered. Normal. But every time you do it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it over and over and over, because every time it'll become a little easier. It'll happen a little quicker. It'll be such that you won't be carried out as far or down as far. And you'll over time start to find that you operate in general from this place of being so centered and responding, not reacting. The message, not the message, the card drawn for this week from the Mother Peace Tarot by Vicky Noble was the Tower. This has come up before. I believe that this is going to keep coming up. It's all the old paradigms falling away. We're going to continue to see that, I feel. That wasn't in the Akashic Records, but I feel that we're going to continue to see more and more fall away. And with that, there's going to be a lot of upheaval and seemingly destruction. And all of this is going to be necessary so that these old paradigms that do not truly serve humanity and the best of all, the light of all, it needs to happen. But through this transition, we're going to have to learn to stay in that steady place. And so the message from this week was, you're going to have to choose calmer waters or the shore. You're going to have to choose it. And that also, I want to repeat the message that you don't have to suffer in order for it to matter. You don't have to suffer in order for it to show that it's important to you or mean something to you or upset you or hurt you. There's a lot coming our way. And this is something that I'm glad that I have been spending the past couple of years cultivating. And it's still challenging and hard. And if this is all new, please know that it takes time and patience and repetition to be able to get to a place where you're responding, but that the world truly needs you to respond, not to react. And you can only do that once you can see the waves, acknowledge them from a place where you are grounded and centered, either on the sand or out in these calmer seas, and say, oh, okay, and see the wisdom in that. Thank you so much for listening this week, and feel free to connect with me. Let me know your thoughts, how this lands for you, if you're feeling the same thing, if this is something that you've been struggling with. Also, I wanted to let you know you can email or get these emailed directly to your inbox by clicking the link below, and there's a link that will take you to subscribe, so you get these straight to your inbox. And another announcement, I'm going to be starting a podcast, the Altered podcast, and it will include these Akashic Sunday sessions. So they'll probably switch from being IGTV videos, and they'll probably just live as audio files on the podcast. So stay tuned. If you would like, you can sign up for my newsletter and get updates in that way to know when the podcast is going to launch. Probably end of January is when I'm planning on it. So looking forward to hearing from you. Let me know your thoughts. Be well. Do what you need to stay as grounded and steady as you can as we navigate these tumultuous waters together. And you matter.